Are you preparing for the ICSE 2025 Mathematics Board exam? What if I told you that I have the most accurate predictions for Section B? Yes, after analyzing past papers from 2007 to 2024, the ICSE 2025 specimen paper, and the competency based question bank, I have compiled a list of predictions that are most likely to appear. If you watch till the end, you'll know exactly what to prepare to score full marks. Do you want this exclusive ICSE 2025 Mathematics Predictions PDF? I've uploaded it on our WhatsApp and Telegram channels, where you'll also get regular exam updates, important notes, and last-minute tips to help you ace your boards. Click the link in the pinned comment and join now to stay ahead of the competition. Let's start with Section B first, as it's crucial, and then move on to Section A. Let's begin with banking, one of the easiest and most frequently asked topics in Section B. This year, you can expect a question on recurring deposits. Based on the past paper trends, you will most likely be asked to find the maturity value, the monthly deposit, or the time period if the interest earned is given. These types of questions have consistently appeared over the years, making them a high priority topic. Now, moving on to algebra, one of the most important sections of Section B. Quadratic equations are guaranteed to appear in some form. You must be prepared to solve a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula, find two consecutive numbers given their product or sum of squares, or even tackle an application-based problem related to geometry, area, investments, or age. These questions have been appearing every year without fail, and 2025 will be no exception. Factorization is another frequently tested concept. Expect a question on polynomial division or factorization, where you may need to find the value of k when a polynomial is divisible by a given factor. You could also be asked to completely factorize a given polynomial with or without a provided factor. This is a high probability topic and you cannot afford to skip it. Matrix is another simple yet important chapter. You should expect a question on multiplying two matrices or solving a matrix equation to find an unknown value. The IC board frequently repeats questions from this topic, making it one of the easiest areas to score marks in Section B. Now, in arithmetic progression, you will be asked to find the first term, common difference, or sum of terms. Next, let's talk about coordinate geometry, which is another compulsory topic in Section B. You must be well prepared to find the reflection of a given point, plotting the points and naming the figure. It can be asked to find centroid of a triangle with given vertices or the equation of a line passing through 2 points. Another commonly asked question involves finding the ratio in which a point divides a line segment or the coordinates of a point that divides a line in a specific ratio. These questions have appeared consistently over the past several years and are highly likely to be tested again. Now let's focus on geometry, which will definitely be tested in some form. In similarity of triangles, you may definitely be asked to prove two triangles are similar using the conditions of similarity or basic proportionality theorem. You will be asked to find the unknown length in similar triangles and determine the ratio of the area of two triangles. Then another must-study topic is circles and tangents, which is one of the most important areas for Section B. The ICSE board frequently tests students on cyclic quadrilaterals, so make sure you are confident in proving that opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. You may also be asked to find an unknown angle using the alternate segment theorem or work with tangent properties, such as tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal in length or angle between radius chord and tangent. These questions appear almost every year and skipping them would be a big mistake. Now let's talk about mensuration, which is one of the most scoring topics in Section B. You should expect a question on finding the volume and surface area of a composite solid, which may involve a cylinder, cone, or another complex shape. Another common type of question involves determining how many smaller shapes, such as cones or spheres, can be formed from a larger melted solid. Mainly size transformation questions are also asked and telling you to find the original value. These are some of the easiest marks you can get, so make sure you practice them well. Moving on to trigonometry and heights and distances, which is another high probability area for section B. Be prepared to find the height of a building or tower given the angle of elevation, or find the distance between two objects using trigonometry. Additionally, there is a very high chance that you will be asked to prove a trigonometric identity, so make sure you revise those concepts thoroughly. Now, let's move to statistics, which is frequently tested in section B. You will most likely be asked to find the mean using the step deviation method, interpret a histogram by finding the mode or missing frequency, or identify the median class, lower or upper quartile, specific cumulative frequency calculation from a frequency table. Finally, let's talk about probability, which is a guaranteed topic in section B. The most commonly asked questions involve finding the probability of drawing a specific card from a deck, which is very important, then rolling a dice or selecting a ball from a bag. Another possible question involves conditional probability, which has been seen in recent competency-based question papers. Since probability is tested every year, make sure you practice this chapter thoroughly. Now that we have covered section B, let's move on to section A. Factorization is a must-know topic. You might be asked to find the value of k when a polynomial is divisible by a factor, or to completely factorize a polynomial with or without given factors. This question appears almost every year, so make sure you practice it well. A single tangent can change the whole angle. This chapter tests your understanding of circle properties. You need to know finding missing angles using tangent properties, length of tangents from an external point using the Pythagoras theorem, trigonometry. This is a frequently tested and essential topic. Be prepared to prove and apply trigonometric identities. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Reflection. Imagine flipping a mirror. That's exactly what this is. It is a guaranteed question in section A. You need to understand reflection across the x-axis and y-axis. Reflection in the lines y equals x and y equals negative x. How to find the line of reflection, the shape formed after reflection, arithmetic progression and geometric progression. You may have to find the nth term or the sum of terms in an AP or GP. Formula-based questions are common, so keep your formulas handy. Mensuration questions always appear. You should know surface area and volume of cylinders, cones and spheres, comparing volumes of different solids. Example, a cone and a hemisphere have the same radius, but the cone's height is twice the radius. Can you find the volume ratio? Think about it. It might appear in your exam. Commercial mathematics. This section includes GST and banking related calculations. Linear inequations are not often in section B, but frequently appear in section A. You'll need to write the solution set and sometimes represent it on a number line. And that's it. These are the most important topics for section A. Master them, practice them, and go into the exam with confidence. Remember, smart work beats hard work.